All right, we are in the post show now. If you want to move over to, oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I
we can move
just
over to post show.
I just cut you. There you go.
Post show time.
There were important questions being asked in chat that we need to address.
Yeah. Oh.
Is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco?
Oh, I was gonna save that for next week.
No, we got to return the post show.
Yeah,
next week. We've already told our viewers that we would save it for next week.
Good.
And we're gonna troll them by doing it in the post show.
Yeah. Is a hot dog like a hot dog's its own thing? I always consider I mean, a hot dog in Chicago, a hot dog is one of the major food groups. Okay, so there's I mean there's deep dish pizza, there's beef sandwich, there's Italian beef sandwich, there's hot dog, cheesecake. I'm missing one. What am I missing?
I think people are forgetting something. Do tacos qualify as sandwiches?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines like, okay, so you have meatball subs, and those are considered sandwiches. Isn't a hot dog just a piece of meat thrown inside a sub as well, or similar? So wouldn't that make it more of a sandwich? I don't know. I'm going with sandwich on this one because
if a hot dog can be defined as a sandwich, then a taco can be defined as a sandwich, is my argument.
I mean, sure, yeah, it's like more like a wrap sandwich, I guess, because you have the flour tortilla and you wrap it. Yeah.
Sure, we call subs sandwiches, and
we do call them submarine sandwiches. Yes, they are submarine sandwiches. So I mean, if you consider anything that is bread, vegetables, meat, and cheese, so anything that is a vessel of bread or a bread type substance, whatever culturally would be your bread type substance. And inside that vessel that you hold, it is a handheld vessel made of the bread, made of grain type material for the meat, the cheese, the vegetables, whatever you put in there. If that is a sandwich, if that is your definition of a sandwich, then a falafel is a sandwich, a taco is a sandwich, a pita is a sandwich, a hot dog is a sandwich. They are all sandwiches. Yes.
Yep. There you go. Question answered. We've solved it.
And you can buy all of those things at Portillo's. Go to Portillo's. Then dumplings are sandwiches. 5 DPZ. That's very good. But I mean, fried or boiled or steamed sandwiches. But you usually, do you eat them with your hands? You usually use like a utensil like chopsticks or a fork to eat a dumpling. So corn dogs are on a stick.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not the same thing. That's carny food.
That's fair food. Wow, that's racist. That's fair.
Really?
That's fair food. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's
fair
food.
I would not mean to actually say something like that. Gosh, man,
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
Pop-Tarts would be a pastry. A Pop-Tart is a pastry.
Yes, I agree with that as well.
Pop-Tarts. How do you normally celebrate Valentine's Day? Oh, that's a very sweet question, Hope Starter. I have let's see, what's Valentine's Day? I have church, which is virtual because we record on Saturday, and confirmation. I teach on Zoom on Sunday, so not a whole lot. Now in years past, while the kids have all been in school, my wife and I would go out for like a lunch on Valentine's Day, and obviously when we were dating and before we had children, we would go out on Valentine's Day if she wasn't working. My wife used to work third shift as a nurse, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So, we would go out to a nice restaurant or something. We love Hibachi Grill. So there was some real nice kind of small family-owned hibachi grills where we used to live. So we would generally go there. And then, when the kids came around, if they were all in school, we would go. But we're not going. We did go. We were able early in the pandemic, or maybe kind of midway through the pandemic, when restaurants had outdoor seating. and I think the boys must have been in school, and my daughter had, we had in-home nursing, somebody able to come in and help take care of my daughter, for a couple of days a week. My wife and I were able to go out for a little bit, but we've not had that for several months. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, makes it difficult. Yeah. Arrow, what, you have any exciting plans? Arrow's also married.
Honestly, okay, so my husband's birthday is actually in this month, about a week later. So, with normally though, we would go out and do something, we'd go out to eat somewhere and probably, go to the movies or something, just something fun. But, with COVID and everything, it kind of makes it hard to go. I'm not going out to eat at a restaurant, like sit down and dine in. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet. But I imagine maybe I can plan and put something together very soon. Just the normal stuff I can't do. So it sucks. But yeah, I do like celebrating Valentine's Day. I like getting presents. I like giving presents. And I like showing my love for people through gift giving at times.
Yeah,
and that's all I got to say.
We did. We decided to make Valentine's because the kids they're having like a little Valentine's Day party at school, but they're not giving away Valentines this year. Like that's a thing they still do at schools. So they're not doing that this year, obviously. So yeah, we got together at the church, and they put together like little packets for all the kids, all the families at church that we delivered. So that's nice, just to make the kids feel like things are not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And what? Oh, yeah, my nephew is getting married. I'm officiating at the wedding, small wedding, obviously, on Saturday. So I have I have to do a Zoom rehearsal tomorrow, and then we'll have the wedding on Saturday. So that's romantic. Weddings are romantic, right? I hate weddings, but some people tell me they're romantic. That's not fair. I'm not. It's not the favorite part of my job. Let me put it that way. I love weddings, and I loved our wedding, my wife and I's wedding. I spent 9 months writing and planning it. It was beautiful. It was epic. It was an amazing. We had 500 plus people there. Huge church. Beautiful, wonderful, very well done. I mean, I wrote it. I'm a professional liturgist. I do that. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of weddings because most people they just don't take things very seriously. So it's very serious to me. So yeah. Chris, you have any plans while you hide from potential Fat Tuesday looting or whatever? I don't know what happens down there. I've just seen the videos. This crazy COVID. Yeah, I gotta wonder. What are all you doing in chat? I don't have any plans besides all those plans that I just said, and trying to upload the video so I can go to bed sometime today.
Yay. But yeah, it's wild to think we're going to have this 8 days to me where they don't do any content drops. I'm like, why didn't you just spread out the events a little more? Because I still can't get over the fact there's 4 co-ops up right now, and I can't get through them all because there's like all these rewards in them that they're making us collect too. And I'm just like, I've been using ×2 books the whole time, and I still haven't cleared like all of them out, any of them out. I'm like running out of time, and I hate it so much.
Yeah, I still have some of the shops. I'd have to look and see which shops they were. But yeah, really, I mean, we've talked about it before. Weird spacing from time to time on the events. I don't. Again, if in my ideal world, events would be every Sunday night. Well, here in the United States, every Sunday night and Wednesday night. We'd have an event every Sunday night, an event every Wednesday night, and that would just be what it is, right? There would be just a constant stream, expected events, expected nights, makes scheduling really easy, makes everything much simpler. That's obviously not how they do it. And they mix it up, and I'm sure they have reasons for that. Maybe not. I don't know. Not every decision companies make is a good one, but often, they're run by, the reasons they make decisions is Zyros, that's a good question. We'll talk about that. Decisions are usually made because of money or scheduling or those kind of things. So, yeah, I assume there's reasons for the way they space things out. And I don't think it would be such a big deal if it wasn't like, oh, the podcast is coming on Thursday. I want to have the content done. If I had, I probably wouldn't have touched Jack's LC today. But, the podcast was tonight. I wanted to have it done. I wanted to have a little bit of hands-on experience with him. So,
yeah, it's just weird to me because most games, they have pretty set dates in a week that they will do content drops. But Defo just changes it constantly. Like, oh, we're going to drop stuff then, and then we're going to drop some stuff here. And it's like, I don't know. It just always kind of irks me. It just rubs me the wrong way. Because it's hard to, always plan around. I know it's weird to plan around a game, but, as a content creator, you want to plan a little bit around when game stuff drops. And you can't do that with this game specifically because content's just going to change what day it wants to drop every month.
I'll have to watch that later. Zyros asked us, any must pulls next month. So assuming Ultimecia Hope Banner Boss Rush is at the end of the month, next month looks like Onion Knight with Onion Knight LD and Gao repeat, Arciella's Lost Chapter, Act 3, Chapter 1, Part 2. Well, Act 3, Chapter 1, Part 1 is okay, Onion Knight. And Part 2 is Theodore. Then we have Raid with Paladin Cecil, and also then a Camelot repeat. Kai's Lost Chapter with Kais LD, and Dimensions and Transcendence Tier 1, which should have Gabranth LD. So in terms of must pulls for me, right now, I don't know what my ticket situation will be, but right now I'm going to gem Onion Knights LD, and I'm going to gem Paladin Cecil's LD. If I have tickets, so those are both must-haves. If I have enough tickets, I will ticket Kais and Gabranth. I think I am going to skip. I already have Gao. I already have Camelot. I'm going to skip Arciella. I'm going to skip Theodore completely. I don't think I'm going to pull on either of those. As I said, I already have Gao. I already have Cam. Looking forward to actually limit breaking Cam's EX and LD. So I've not used him. I've not used him.
Fun. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty fun to play. You're gonna enjoy him.
So, but yeah. So those are my two, Onion Knight and Paladin Cecil. Of course, they're the 2-week synergy. I do have burst tokens for Paladin Cecil's burst. Paladin Cecil is one of my favorite characters in the game and in Final Fantasy. So that is a burst I definitely want. At that point, I am nearing 150 burst tokens, so it's not like I could do more. I just haven't yet. So Arrow, any must pulls? Kreese, we're talking about must pulls for next month.
Yeah.
Must pull. My only gym plan pull next month is Onion Knight. I hope I get the BT along the way. I really would love to have his BT too. I really like Onion Knight's kit in this game. I'm ready to go all the way for the LD. There's nobody else to gym, but I do plan to either ticket for Kais or for Theodore. We'll see how it goes. I got to think about who I want more on the roster, and I'm leaning a little more towards Kais right now. Surprising, but because I have Dark Knight Cecil, it makes it very tempting to grab Kais because he will be super happy to have Decil around too. All right, that's pretty much it for my next month.
Kreese, any thoughts on next month?
I know I am pulling for Onion Knight and Paladin Cecil. Beyond that, I'm not entirely certain. I am tempted by Hope. I'm tempted by Arciella. I'm almost definitely skipping Theodore. I'm almost certain about that. So I have 2 LDs I could go for, but I'm not certain on them yet. So they're up in the air.
Cool.
Everything else is kind of iffy for me for the next month. As I said, the 2 burst characters are definites for me. I'm pulling for them. And 2 LDs that are kind of in the iffy range. Like, I haven't decided yet.
Summon Biscuits was asking, what is everyone using their free daily tickets on? I think that's an excellent question. I am throwing mine on, so over the next 8 days, I am going to be throwing mine on Ultimecia banners. So, like, I don't even know what banner. Maybe the Porum Paplamo one, because I don't have their fully limit broke EXs. I think I have all the other ones. I mean, so here's my. I think it's a good question, because here's my thing. So I don't have Guys LD. I don't have. Is Machina still up? Machina's gone, right? No, Machina's still up for how many days? Yeah, for a few days. Yeah. So I don't have Machina's LD, and I don't have Guys LD. So that would make more sense. But in the off chance that I pull a burst on a daily ticket, I don't want it to be a dupe Ramza. So, I am more like, in the off chance that I get either an LD or a burst on a daily ticket, which is a very small chance, very, very small. Hey, Final Ace, how you doing? Very small chance. I would rather have a dupe LD than a dupe burst, if that makes sense. This is not good. I mean, this is not good advice. The chances of getting the chances of getting a new LD on that single ticket are higher than getting a burst. So you should probably go on ones that you need maybe you need an EX for, or you need an LD for. But I would just be so pissed off if I pulled a burst dupe Ramza and could have gotten a burst an Ultimecia. So I'll be pulling on the Ultimecia banners. Arrow?
I'm going to use mine on Jack and hope I can get an EX for free. I know I have a chance on the gold banner as well. And of course I will be using those the free golden ticket banners. We can hope. I don't count on it. I have gotten some EXs. They've just all been dupes so far. Nothing new for me.
I am I will be continuing to hope my my free daily multi-polls. I am down to 10. I need 10 EXs. And so I'm still hoping that I pull some of those EXs from the 10 that I need. Kreese, any thoughts on what you're going to be using your tickets on? Your free single polls.
I've been throwing them on banners for LDs that I'm skipping right now to see if I just kind of luck out and get that LD. And that's what I've been doing. It has not resulted in any luck yet, but that's been the plan so far. I basically look at what banners are available, which is the LD available at the time that I would most like to get, and I just throw them there on a daily basis. As I said, it's better than just not pulling it all, I guess.
Has anyone gotten anything particularly good from their free anniversary multi-pull? Well, I just got Locks EX today, and that was one of the EXs I was missing. I think I got Sync EX as well. So those were 2 EXs that I was missing. So I received, I think I got both of those on the free anniversary. So in that case, that's real good. So yeah, 2 new EXs for me. That's good. I'd like a couple more by the end of the month. That would be wonderful. But yeah, when you have 132 out of 142 EXs, that's it's not great odds.
I have not gotten anything notable myself that I can think of. I actually got 3 EXs from my free poll today, but they were all EXs I already had. And that was the only EXs I can recall getting from any of my free polls so far.
Yeah, somebody was saying that they hadn't gotten an EX yet on their anniversary polls, so I don't think that's that seems like worse than average luck.
By the way, I realized when I forgot to poll one day that if you want, you can just collect the tickets over
nice.
time and then just use them all at the end of the period instead of doing them daily.
Yeah, that would be the better, if you were a content creator and you wanted to do a anniversary poll video, which I don't know why you would, like why you would want to watch random EX unless you were like doing some kind of like betting, whoever can guess which EXs I get on these 30 multi-polls.
Or how many EXs maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like if you're doing some kind of like gamer giveaway as a content creator, that might be fun. But yeah, that would definitely be the way to do it. I have not done that. I've spent mine every day because I have a gambling addiction, obviously. So I must poll every single day. That's why I play like 6 gotcha games at any given time, so I can just poll randomly. Even games I don't play, just log on, poll, log out. Arrow, any exciting things from the...
Not really. I've gotten dupes, and they're generally like for really bad EXs on top of that, like Titus and Terra. I know were 2 of them I've gotten. I don't know if I've gotten any others. Thinking on it, I think those might be the only 2 I've gotten. Most of my pulls have also been 111s, which has really, really sucked. I'm like kind of like missing certain 35s and stuff. So I'm kind of like, okay, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get some of those dupes I'm missing. And no, I keep getting 111. It's kind of crummy. I'm not really digging these pulls anymore. But maybe I'll get Jackie X or ADX. Those are actually the 2 main ones I would really be excited to see out of the pools. So best of luck to me, I guess. I don't know. I don't got anything else to add to it.
Drez says, I need another gotcha. What's everyone's recommendation? Final Asim says, the Japanese version of Defo is on there. I'm not really playing anything intensely at the moment. I do have Dokkan Battle and XVS BE downloaded. And then that Princess Connect game that came out a little while ago. Disgaea is April, March, May, maybe even. Disgaea RPG on mobile will be coming April. Okay, April. So, a couple months. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Daniel says.
Duel Links is cool, but I'm gonna like warn you guys, like, don't get addicted to paying for packs in that game. You might as well play real Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point.
Yeah, Exios Heroes is interesting. Honey Pop 2. Exios Heroes is interesting. I wasn't a big fan of the battle system, but it might be worth downloading and playing. I think it's fairly generous from what I've seen and play. I mean, I played it for a little bit. The story was okay. Nothing exciting, but yeah. We do have an other chat on our Discord, so you can always pop in and see what people are playing. I usually download, if there's a new one coming out, I usually download it and at least give it a try, just in case maybe I find one that I actually do like and want to play. In this 8-day downtime, although I have quite a few things to do in this 8-day downtime, I probably will play a little bit more Brave Exvius, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and maybe a little bit more Dokkan Battle. So I've always liked Brave Exvius, but it can be if you want to play it competitively, and if you want to keep up with things, because the gacha is a little bit more aggressive in Brave Exvius. Yeah, I wouldn't play it. If you want to play it kind of casually, it's fine, and it's an interesting story, and it's kind of open world a little bit. It's not open world, but you can explore towns and stuff. And so in that case, and for that reason, the 7 Deadly Sins game I thought was fun. Again, I didn't really like the battle mechanics. It's like a card-based mechanic, but it was a little bit more. You could go to towns and explore and do quests and stuff. So it kind of felt like a little bit more of a game. And of course, Genshin Impact is a full game, but talk about terrible gacha. That has some of the worst gacha. imaginable. So, but it's a beautiful game and very open game. If you just wanted to download Genshin Impact and just play it and completely ignore the gacha, then that would be something to do. So, yeah, no, I mean it's a beautiful game and I enjoyed playing it. Everything about it was very beautiful, moved very. I don't think it's ideal on the phone. I think it would be better on a console or on the PC. But yeah, I mean it won a whole bunch of awards for a reason. The gacha is horrendous and terrible. And yeah, the mobile it doesn't play super well on mobile, right? No. So I mean it's doable. It's workable on mobile, but and it's very grindy. And then they didn't have a lot of content at the end there. So but it's still going, and they're still doing stuff. And if you can figure out how to invest in it, yeah, exactly. You just have to be okay with not ignoring the gotcha, basically. So yeah, you kind of have to go in not playing the gotcha game.
Of course, it's always very hard not to be tempted.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Because they make the characters super waifu husbando material in Genshin. Like, it's pretty crazy to me how much so they are. I remember, like, they released, I think his name was, like, Zhang Li or something. I looked at that guy and was like, oh, that's, like, top tier husbando material. And I was hearing from my friends that he wasn't very good on release or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I was hearing some complaints about him. But I was like, it ain't going to matter to people. That's top tier husbando material for anyone who likes husbandos. And that's what I think Genshin has, like, got down to a T.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, I Final HaateXIII. I mean, it's a very pretty game, and the gameplay was pretty good. Yeah, don't play Marvel Strike Force. I 100%. I do not like the gacha games that are shard collecting games, because they are kind of gacha with loot crates, and it just. They're all super predatory, and yeah, they're just grindy and not particularly fun. I have played all those games, so I did play Marvel Strike Force. But yeah, as a big, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I do not play any Star Wars or Marvel gacha games, nor will I probably ever, because they're always terrible. I do like, I mean, Dokkan Battle's fun. Dragon Ball Legends, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, Dragon Ball fan, those are both decent games. So, both very different in terms of combat systems. We were talking about the Bleach games. There seems to be a lot of, like, counterfeit anime games that are terrible. So yeah.
I do play console games. Final HaateXIII. I am in fact working. I just finished some stuff. I am working on. I do have Steam. I am working currently on a game called Epic Battle Fantasy V. I know. Shout out to Omega Nima, because I know they played that game as well. And it's pretty funny and pretty fun. What else? Oh, I recently got the ReZero visual novel game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Hope it's good. I'm gonna play that eventually. Probably on this 8-day window we have of just doing whatever the heck we want, because we're not gonna have any content in this game to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Azamar, have a good night. Yeah, Raw Life, Bleach Brave Souls is one that I played. Sino, of course, TXB Gaming played that for several years. So, still fun, still enjoyable. A lot of characters, a lot of upgrading. It's like jumping into, I think that they're on their 5th or 6th anniversary. So, it's like jumping into Defo in 3 years. It's a little overwhelming. And, of course, Record Keeper is still an viable option. Fire Emblem Heroes. There's a lot of decent games. Dragolia Lost is doing Devil May Cry crossover right now, and every other mobile game in the world is doing Persona 5 crossover. And the company that did Genshin Impact also does does another mobile game that it's a mobile game. What's it called? They're doing an Evangelion crossover right now. So yeah, who wrote that trivia question? That was great. I don't know. I assumed it was Kreese because it was on the outline. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Honkai Impact. Honkai, yeah, Impact.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you asking about?
Mina was asking who wrote the trivia question at the beginning of the show, and I said I assumed it was
didn't.
Kreese because
It was not me.
They write
I
the.
promise it wasn't me.
Someone put it there before I worked on the outline today.
Yeah, Ariana
So I thought it was you,
Grande, Taylor Swift, and Ariana Grande. I want when can the weekend be in Defo? That's what I want. I want a Taylor Swift weekend, Ariana Grande, Ultra Team. You guys decide who's support, who's main damage dealer, who's your tank. I think the weekend's the tank, so I'm just throwing it out there. Ariana Grande, definitely support. Taylor Swift, definitely primary damage dealer. So there you go. Was there anything else for the good of the community?
I just want to point out, Langrister Mobile is really good, but it is a time hog. So I always say that, like, if you're thinking about it, just be ready. It's a time hog, and it takes a bit to get fully set up in that game where you can kind of automate most of the things going on. I just got tired of the grind personally, but I didn't think it was a bad game. I just would rather go back and play the actual console game stuff, personally speaking. But I don't regret my time on that game. I just got done with it. That happens with gachas sometimes. It just took me about a year and a half to get there. So hey, that's not too bad for a gacha game timeline.
So yeah, we have confirmation. The weekend healer, tank, support. Taylor Swift damage dealer because she slays. So I guess Ariana Grande is more like a debuffer. So some jokes to make there. We are gonna do a Drax to have alternative costume one. We are gonna do a show next week, so it may just be Q&A. If there's nothing to talk about, we'll probably preview Dimensions End Entropy. It drops as we host, so we'll have enough information to kind of walk through what to expect, who to look for. So at the very least, we'll talk about Dimensions End Entropy. Maybe we'll run it. Maybe we'll do some co-ops. If there's nothing else, Aranea Grande, she's got all kinds of stuff coming up. So, All right. Hey, well, thanks, everybody. You guys have a great week. Enjoy your time off. Join us on Discord, and we'll catch you all. We'll catch you all later. So have a good night,
everyone.